It's a big piece of
Expressing
paper.
feelings, whether it's friends, family, or a partner.
Expressing feelings. It's kind of.
Go ahead, X. You
Go
like
ahead,
want to
X.
start off with that one.
Me on expressing feelings, I don't do that. For the simple fact that
We start off.
Me, I don't do that. I don't
Me
for
on
the simple
expressing
fact
feelings, I
that
don't do
vents
that.
lead into other rooms. So by
Ooh.
the vents leading into other rooms, it's like you can't really talk to
That was
nobody.
poetry.
And me being a male, I'm already gotta be tough. Gotta have that stereotypical type.
Yeah.
So it's like me expressing my feelings. Nah.
The only way you gonna see is through like, as a
And-
man,
but-
it's like through physical.
But to
some
include
physical.
God into this, because God plays a different part in my mental health, because my mental health is bad. So it's like,
Ooh, we love the honesty.
so it's like within that, that's when you turn to God and be like, okay, this is why I gotta pray every day. This is why I have to seek Him, get a relationship with Him, because when I can't talk to nobody else, I can talk to Him. So that's why I go with expressing feelings.
With you being honest right then and saying my mental health is bad, is there anything? Because I know when we're at school, we text each other all the time and be like, "You okay? You okay? You okay?" Rather be anything, we'd be like, we always keep checking up on each other. Is something that we can do to help that? You know what I'm saying?
Some of this stuff is like past stuff.
Okay.
So
okay.
it's like
understandable.
things that I did question God about still plays a big role in now, like my
Yeah.
feelings now,
Yeah.
and how I feel, how I go day to day, all that. So yes, when you ask me, I'm okay. I'm okay
Yeah.
because it's like I have God on my side. So
Yeah.
it's like with that, me praying every day, me doing that, it just helped me get a good day. But as far as expressing myself to my friends, my family, nah.
Yeah. I know, like I said, I know when we're at school, whatever, we be texting each other, just the, are you okay? Love you, checking up. That does, like, that means something to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It really does, like, when I see that you text me and say, am I okay? Like, love you, be safe or whatever, that does, like, give me, like, a, you know, a good feeling, like, okay, because maybe my day wasn't good, or maybe it
Right.
just was a long day. I just need somebody to check up, say I love you, hey, you okay, or cool, whatever. And that's why, like, I feel like a lot of people in our generation, they don't, like you said, they don't tell their feelings. Like,
Right.
they don't tell, because they have nobody to trust. Well, he said it goes into other rooms, or they don't feel like anybody's hearing them. No one's listening and hearing them. So that's why they don't express how they're feeling, because nobody cares. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
I think us as as a generation, we need to pray that God gives us space or gives us people to
That's the
allow
one.
us to express
That's
our
the one.
feelings. A lot of times because we don't trust people, you need to pray to God that God gives you a friend or gives you a circle or gives you a therapist that you can trust and that you can express your feelings to. I found one.
Woo!
And I expressed a lot of my feelings to her. She is a woman of God, and that's what a lot of us need. A lot of us, like in school, I didn't have a lot of friends that were connected to God. I think we all just went to church, but
Or
we didn't
open
have,
about it.
yeah, we didn't have like a spiritual relationship. We just was young people that was going to church that was trying to get it. So during that time, I felt like I didn't have a lot of people, and if I did have a lot of people, not a lot of people, but if I did have friends, some of them would feel like, oh, you're just dumping things on me, or you're just like, I don't have an answer for you, and da-da-da. Like, it was hard for me in school, so I went and found a therapist. And it's hard for me to talk to a therapist, too, and I think that's another thing with our generation. We don't like talking to people, and I've, especially with the males that I know, not y'all, but other males that I know that don't have a really good relationship with the good Lord, they feel like you have to have been through what they went through in order to talk to them. And I really feel like y'all need to stop with that mentality, okay? And it's okay it's okay sometimes if you feel that way, but I think some people, we don't have to always go through exactly what you went through to understand the pain that you're in. My situation may have been completely different from your situation. However, I felt the same thing you were feeling at that particular time. So give me space and give me grace to at least tell you how I went through it so that I may be able to help you. You cannot just cut me off because, well, you were never in the streets and you don't know these people and you weren't a part of a gang and da-da-da. And all these people are having...
Kills me.
Yeah, I've been through stuff. Just, it may not have been to the magnitude that you feel like it has been. You've been through stuff, but I've been through stuff, and I feel like sometimes God is putting me in position to talk to these people, but if y'all not open enough to listen and hear people out, you're not going to get it. Like, you're going to be stuck in a position where God's not talking to me, and I can't, all this stuff about you can't express it. Sometimes you have to give people a chance to help you. And if you're not giving them a chance, then you're going to be stuck.
And because they didn't go through exactly what you went through, don't belittle the hurt that I felt during my situation. Like, whatever hurt you in your situation, it hurt you. Whatever happened to me, it hurt me. It's the same hurt. But don't belittle because I didn't go through, like she said, the streets or whatever. Like, don't belittle what I went through just because it wasn't the exact same that you went through. Hurt is hurt. Pain is pain. Sad is sadness. It is what it is. Or we can talk about it. We can pray about it. We can do things about it to help and heal that pain.
For sure. I think with me, I'm like Dex. You know what I'm saying? I just cover it up with like jokes. You know what I mean? I'm always laughing and all that stuff. So a lot of people, like recently, like I lost my grandfather. A lot of people ask me like at work, like, bro, how do you do it? And I'm like, what you mean? Like how you still working? And it's like, bro, at the end of the day, like, I got stuff I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? If I cry. Nobody will even know. You know what I'm saying? It could be in a dark room. I could just, you know what I'm saying? So losing my grandfather was like, it was different. Like, it's still different. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, it's different. I don't get to see him coming and walking and sitting right there every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that day when we buried him, it was just like, bro, Cash is just laying there. He not coming home. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to really like open up because even with my girlfriend, she was like, I'm here for you if you want to talk. But I'm like, bro, that's just not, it's not in me. You know what I'm saying? And like I was saying earlier, when Dex was saying, when as a man, like if we going, some of us, some men, we can express ourselves through whatever we love, whether it be sports, music, art, whatever it is. That's the way we can get it out. But like with me personally, it takes a lot. Like my own mama was like, cause my mom, she had used me for like an assignment or something like that. And we was like talking like in a therapy session. And after she was like, I gotta pull a lot of information out of you. You just not like, are you okay? I'm like, it's just who I am. You know what I mean? So yeah, as a man, from a man's standpoint, it just depends on the man. 9 times out of 10, you ain't gonna hear or know what's coming out of my mouth or what I'm thinking and all that stuff because I'm just rolling with the punches or I'm dealing with it in my own time. But I know the Lord has got me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, with my grandfather, like I feel like the Lord be giving me just His voice. Like I can just hear His voice. You know what I mean? Like all I hear is my granddaddy's voice, and I'm cool. I'm good. Like I know all I hear is him saying I'm good. Like it's stuff like that the Lord will give to me. I feel like the Lord will give you things or thoughts or ideals that kind of soothe you. You know what I'm saying? In your times of when you going through stuff because we need it. But yeah, like I said, like the Lord, I feel like the Lord just be having my granddad just, hey, no. Like, I just hear his voice, you know what I'm saying? If I start thinking about him, I can hear his granddaddy love you. Or give your granddaddy a hug. Like, I'm you know what I'm saying? So those little things right there, I feel like the Lord gives me that kind of keep me through. And he's like, look, I got him. He's okay. He's with me now. You know what I'm saying? So, as a man, yeah, you got to stay prayed up. Don't bottle it up to the point where you start snapping. Because I've done that for sure. Like, I've had, like, and I'm being very open with this. When we got the call that my grandfather was gone and we was heading to the house, it's another feeling when it's your relative and you just seeing the body just like, we was literally there. I was in the room with my granddad until they came and got his body out of his room. And I'll never forget when they got him out the room, covered him with a blanket, put him in the joint, put him in the car. I had just a bunch of just like old old feelings come back. Like as a youth, well, my younger self, I battle with a lot of anger just at the world and all that stuff like this. And like we were saying, like, why me? You know what I'm saying? Just anger. And I got all those feelings back. And I'll never forget, I just started snapping, bro. I started like punching the freaking hospice bed, everything. My dad trying to calm me down, all that. And it just like, I just snapped. But that was because I never really had a chance really to release it. So it was like, oh snap, he gone now. Like, granddad ain't coming back home. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it all hit me and just, but at the end of the day, like I said, like ever since we buried him and everything, the Lord just been giving me him in my mind. You know what I'm saying? The Lord showed me scriptures and he'll talk to me. I talk to him. The Lord talked to me in the shower. It's crazy. He was like, hey man, look, hey, you need to work on this, or hey man, share this with somebody, or you know what I'm saying? Like even with like for like whenever we have like messages, that's how I get most of my messages in the shower. But yeah, like as far as that aspect, when you're losing a loved one, or you just lose somebody, or you just going, you down bad. Excuse me. Excuse me. The Lord will just give you stuff to kind of soothe you, give you that pacifier. Like, hey, it's okay. It's okay, kid. Yeah, it's okay, kid. Like, calm down. It's a little pat on the butt. You know what I mean? You good? All right, and we back. We back in motion. So, yeah, that stuff right there. As a man and as people, don't bottle up your emotions. We say it a lot, but it's true. Don't do it, because at the end of the day, some of that stuff can really kill you. You hold on to that. Next thing you know, you have a heart attack, and you sitting there at a Tupac concert. Something like that, you know what I'm saying? In the sky.
A Tupac concert in the sky.
Hold on.
In
I
the
had to think
sky.
about it. Next thing you know, you sitting there at a Tupac concert.
Just sitting there, but all to the side. But yeah, you be gone. Be talking to God like, you're like, hey man, I wasn't ready for you yet, but what's up? I wasn't ready for you, but
What's up?
but yeah.
I think the word was release. That's what, and I think we need to have a black box podcast with just men, and
Yeah.
like with that being one of the topics. But I think this generation needs to learn how to release and stop like bottling things up.
Yeah.
And I think that's the reason why we have a lot of mass shootings and stuff like that, because we don't have people that are understanding that you have to release the emotion. You can't be angry all the time. You can't put your anger out on everybody. You got to release the anger. You got to have a therapist to talk about it. But y'all please go get a therapist or find somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
Because it's
Or find something to do, man. Like
Something
to get it out.
fill that void.
Yeah.
like I said, with men, we're very physical, hands-on creatures. So I don't care if you got to go take a car, like an old abandoned car, run it through something or hit something. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, don't hurt yourself.
No, don't hurt
They
yourself.
got a smash room.
Yeah, go to a smash room. It's like what, 35 an hour
Yeah,
or something
go to a
like
smash
that.
room. Go smash you some glass. Don't do it in the
Go
house.
paintball.
They have one in Richmond.
Yeah, go paintballing or something. You know what I'm saying? Go play football. Go to the gym.
Go to Amazon. Buy your boxing bag.
And to
Yeah.
piggyback off filling that void, okay, my void is football. Like everybody know my void is football. I'm trying to think. Like it's like different voids that people can feel. And far as men, yes, we bottle up emotions too, but females also do that too.
Okay,
yeah.
don't not too much on us, please.
No,
But the fact that he knows it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Females would do the exact same thing that a male would do when it comes to feelings. Like we don't talk about feelings, we bottle it up. Females gonna do the same thing. Yes, they're open with their feelings more, but you have some of the females that would definitely do that too.
And then they just start. Yeah, I've had some females start
The
snapping
fact
like.
that he can acknowledge it.
Yeah.
Love that.
Some females
I wouldn't
start snapping like.
I wouldn't always say filling the void for every situation. I would say release it. Like just release it as best you can. I think filling the void will replace your feelings in the moment. But when something actually happens that triggers that void, though you can't look to that particular thing that you had to fill in the void. At that point, it's you upset, and now it's all out. So like you upset about something. At that particular time, you ain't gonna always have football. You can't toss the football across the room and hit somebody in the head.
Right.
At that point, your feelings is all out. So I
Yeah.
think not all the time you can fill in the void. I think sometimes some of them voids need to be dealt with, so you don't have to fill it in. So that way you have space to have other things to,
Mm-hmm.
do. Now Asia and little body over there ain't saying nothing.
Peaches, President Peach.
As a young person, President Peach, because you're the youngest at the table, you're the only one still in
Diapers.
High school.
in high school. How do you feel about expressing emotions?
I don't know. I feel like for a lot of things that happen where I'm supposed to like feel some type of way, it be like I be numb to a lot of it. Like even like with family deaths, I don't feel nothing until like weeks later, or like just stuff like emotionally and stuff like that. But shut up. What you had to say?
Watch around.
But like I do like talking to Jara like at the end of every day. Like she'll be like, "What's up? What's the team?" It'd be like a daily
Ghetto,
catch up
just
or whatever. And like just talking to her and stuff. Like I don't really talk to many people about how I feel and stuff. But like Jara, I can talk to her and like I tell her how I feel and like even like the stupid stuff I make up in my mind. Like I don't know. I let that out with her. But I don't really express how I feel to a lot of people because I just be feeling like nobody gonna care for real.
I had to realize, like, okay, we're 7 years apart, but I had to realize, like, a young person, they don't want to be like, tell me how do you feel? What are you about? No. I have to relate it. That's why I become to be like, what's tea, Bookie? Like, what's going on? What's tea?
Not
You feel
Bookie.
me? Yeah, like, I gotta
Bookie
like,
Bud?
she don't want to hear no, what are you feeling?
And how does that make you feel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does it make you, no. What's tea? Tell me what's up.
That's gonna
Because,
make me not want to talk to you.
yeah,
Right.
like,
Like, talk to me like a person.
Right.
like, that's what you have to be relatable. Like, what's tea? What's tea, boo?
Make me
What's going
comfortable.
on?
Just make me
Yeah.
comfortable.
I can't with this accent.
Make me
I
comfortable.
cannot with this
Make me
accent.
comfortable, darling. Yeah, no, I could totally agree with that. Yeah.
That was really it, cause like I don't know, my mom be blank. Like people they be talking to me and like I don't know. I don't be feeling like talking, so I don't think about my response.
You got white noise going on in your
That might
brain.
be blank. Just ocean noises in the
Or
head.
like somebody. Nah, I'm not gonna say that. Somebody could like fall down the stairs. I'll just be like, well.
Oh, none of my business.
What do you want me to do about that?
Hope they're okay.
Well,
So, like I don't know.
Well,
Well,
Yeah.
Make
I don't
sure the
really-
person that y'all are talking to is in the mind space to be able to speak to you.
yeah.
Because if you start talking and they're not in the right headspace, you're gonna be just as irritated because they're not gonna give you the answer. You're not gonna get the answer from them that you want to hear or the response that you want. Because you're telling my whole, you'll be on the phone crying.
I feel like going
I'm that
numb.
person. I'm that person. I'm sorry, but I am that person.
I appreciate your honesty.
Yes.
You want to talk to me, and I want to look at you.
Yeah, I do that.
I'm a quiet person already, so it's like you trying to come talk to me is like.
It's like,
You gotta find like,
Dog.
they be talking to me, I'd be like, okay. Going about my I don't have nothing to
I
say.
try to put in input, it doesn't work. So
What do you mean it doesn't work?
okay, so when my homeboy died, I didn't want to get sentimental, but when my homeboy died, matter of fact, not even that. When my uncle died, I really wasn't expressing like how I felt about the situation because my uncle really was my father in that type of situation. He taught me how to do things, taught me how to wash cars, dress, type stuff that my pops would teach me. So when he died, I was numb, like, because I already had lost a couple friends, So I was already numb. So with my grandma, she was crying, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't know what to say. Like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say in that moment because I had to be the anchor because everybody was hurt. I had to be the anchor for my grandma, my granddad, my
Yeah.
pops. My pops had to come to me And he was crying like he was crying. I never seen my pops cry in many years. So it's like, by him crying to me, coming to me, I didn't know what to do. So,
Yeah.
that was an example, though.
And I think in our generation, I think all of us feel like we have to be the anchor. I feel like we have to hold that position, which is another reason why we always feel the way that we feel, because we have to be strong. We feel like
Or
we
go
have to
numb.
be that strong. And like, especially us as females, like we have to like be strong. Like us as mothers, we cannot walk around and cry. Cause one thing I'm gonna cry. The boys may see it, it's okay. I'm gonna
And
tell them,
she
mommy's
is.
okay. Mommy's okay. Mommy just gotta go through her feelings, and I'm teaching them it's okay to cry. Sometimes it's okay to be upset. Go through your feelings. Go through your emotions. Don't. And I feel like y'all have a big habit of doing that. Y'all just feel like we gotta be strong all the time.
And I feel like
Ugh.
being in the ministry and having like certain family members that have passed away that are closer to us. Don't get me wrong, I've never been, which is different.
Yeah.
I've never been in the front row of a funeral. Never.
Yeah.
I haven't. I
Never
don't know how
ever
that feels.
in life.
But at the same time, I have had close deaths to me. You know what I'm saying? Which is Paul, Uncle Alfred, you know, stuff like that. I
Yeah.
have had close deaths. But I feel like when it comes to what Janiyah said, piggyback off of that, when it says to going numb, I don't know how to feel, it's because you're still in work mode. I don't
Always.
have time to feel. Like,
You don't feel
we
nothing.
have to prep and do, like we said earlier, do the food, we have to sing,
Right.
do the choir rehearsal, all that, get the band right, get this right,
I'm
do that
in
right, da da
people.
da da da
I
da.
can't sit with my family
Or-
because I'm back there.
Right.
Yeah.
And like it's been multiple times where our family have been right in all this, but me and
We
Johnny out
gotta
there
cook.
singing. They're doing the cook ministry
We
or the
gotta
kitchen
make
ministry.
plates
We
for
have
our
to-
own family. We
we
supposed
have
to sit with
to
'em.
we have to prep before the funeral and then be up here singing during the whole funeral. And then
Yeah.
when the funeral's over,
We
while y'all
gotta
still
clean up.
while y'all still congregating and go to the graveyard, we're over here
Cleaning, making
preparing
plates.
tables and
Yeah.
preparing plates and then serving the plates. Serving, you know what I'm saying? Doing all that. And then after that, clean up. It's time for cleanup time and all that. So it's
never
still like
time to mourn.
Yeah.
that's why I feel
It's
like
never time to do nothing.
that's why I feel like she said it might take her days or weeks to actually process what just happened. Or sometimes, especially when I'm Paula, before the funeral, I think it was like the day of her death. I don't know. It just was like it didn't like sink into me.
It ain't
At all.
click
I'd be
yet.
like,
didn't-
when people die, I'd be in denial. I'd be
Yeah, it's like
nah, they ain't dead for
and-
real.
Yeah.
it didn't sink into me. I didn't like realize like I was still like I was very like quiet and like thinking or I don't know what I was going through, but I just wasn't processing it because days before that I just seen her. She just came and brought me
Was
this pair of
fine.
pants.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you know, she's bringing me clothes or whatever. But like I didn't process it. But I think like the day before her funeral, I don't know. I just could not get myself together. I could not like I was in my room. A lot of my emotions happened like inside my room by myself, but I just could not get myself together at all. Like and then school happened, all that stuff. So like everything was just too much at one
Yeah.
time, and then I had to just like process like this is really happening. It's like this
Yeah.
really just happened, or like days after the funeral, like this, like she's gone. Like
Yeah.
they're gone. Like this
She
is
ain't
really what
come by
happened.
the house,
Yeah,
grab
Yeah, I
like
the
think it
plate.
hits
I don't
me
have time.
doing family functions or like when I feel like I need to vent to that person and I'm like, doggone. And I gotta remind myself like they're not.
Yeah.
They're
Or like she
not.
said, the family functions, like you look forward to those people coming to the dot, and it's like, no.
Yeah.
No.
And it's like it's not the same.
Or
for the
you'd be
person
like,
not
are you
there.
sitting at the family function? You'd be like, only if so and so was here, they would have enjoyed this, or they
Yeah.
would have, you know what I'm saying, or they
Yeah,
would have
when
been,
people say
or
that,
they
I
would have
be
been
like,
like
oh,
this, or they would have been
God,
like
why you
that.
even
You know what I'm
say
saying?
that?
Or
The food
they-
would be better.
Yeah.
No cap. No cap.
Okay, hold on, because guest of honor still ain't it. We've been speaking.
I
We've
really
been-
be listening.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I really be listening. Like just trying to get everybody else's like take and opinion. Like I think that's part of just being a good communicator. Like you gotta
You gotta listen.
the important part is
Yeah.
listening. I think one thing I think is important to acknowledge is that the reason men feel like they can't talk about their feelings is because society has told them that. Like the reason, like it's easy for us as women to be like, oh, y'all always want to be so strong. Like you don't got to be so strong. But it's like, yeah, they might not have to be strong with you or with me or like with y'all, but when they go out into the world, they have to do that. So it's really hard for them to get around certain people and turn it off. When you think about it, you might, that one person that you don't have to be strong with, you might be with them maybe 10% out of 100. So 90% of your day or your life, you have to show up as strong. So a lot of men, and especially a lot of black men feeling like that, a lot of black men feeling like that goes, like, that stuff is, it's passed down from generation to generation. Like, we have to take into account that we were slaves, and then, like, slavery ended, and then we went into segregation, and then that ended, and it's like, we're in this middle ground where it's like, we're not slaves and we're not segregated, but are we really free? Right. So it's like, they're carrying so much that as women, it's like, oh, well, just talk to me. Just talk to me. Like what you said about, like, your girlfriend saying, I'm here if you want to talk. Like, it's so easy as a woman to say that. It's so much harder as a man to feel comfortable enough to, oh, okay, I can let my guard down and speak. And then something you said, like, rooms have vents. That was very poetic of you to say. First of all,
bar,
like,
bro.
As a poet, I was like, I might need to steal that, give you credit at the end. And I think it really is important, like Adele said, like, you have to pray to God and say, I need this. Like, I need you to send me somebody who can do this. I need you to send me somebody that I can talk to, that I can confide in, and trust and know. And I'm speaking for experience because I've prayed these prayers before, that he will send these people to you. And him sending them to you is only half the battle. The other half is you trusting them enough with the information that you're giving them, and believing that, one, that you can trust them with what you're saying and they're not going to tell anybody, and two, that you can trust what information they're giving back to you, and trust that they're giving you valid information that's useful that you can use. I think another thing, though, is as a society, like, we're all numb. Like, social media has made us numb because it's made us so comfortable disrespecting each other. Yep. So it's really hard to listen to you saying, like, you feel some kind of way, and I'm like, bro, why you feel like that? Like, it's made everybody so comfortable with disrespecting people and belittling people that it's hard to talk. It's made it so easy not to talk. Like, I don't have to call. Like, back in the day, you had to know somebody's number and dial it and call them, and they had to be at their house for you to call and talk to them. Okay. Like, and if they was at the store, you would not know they was at the store. They just didn't answer the phone, and they'd be like, well, dang. Like, and imagine when you couldn't leave a voicemail. Like, before voicemail was a thing, like, you just called them and was like, dang, well, I guess I'm going to call them back in an hour or so, right, and see if they there. And so it's like, we got to a point now where I don't have to pick up the phone to call you, to communicate with you. I can text you. So now when you go out in public, you look at, not even, like, you literally go out in the street right now. People walking on their phones. People driving on their phones. People out to eat on their phones. People at their kids' games on their phones. You at work, you on your phone. Like, you laying in the bed, you on your phone. You using a bathroom, you on your phone. You in the shower, you on your phone. There's not a time. Literally, the only time you're not on your phone is when you sleep. But as soon as you wake up and open your eyes, the first thing you do is grab your phone.
Right.
No matter what you're doing, whether you're grabbing your phone for the Bible app, for the weather, like for Instagram, like, the first thing you do is grabbing your phone. And yes, it's a tool that has allowed communication to be easier, like, across, like, continents and stuff like that, but it's also made it very hard for us to do face-to-face, person-to-person communication. And that's why some people, like, they can't tell you their feelings, but they can text it to you. Somebody will text you all day. They'll send paragraph after paragraph after paragraph, but once y'all get face-to-face in person, they ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah, because you done said everything.
They mute. They don't have nothing to say, or the energy don't be the same. People got so much confidence behind the phone, but then when you sit with them in person, like, they be like, so how I felt was, and be like, no, where was the raw energy that you was giving on the phone?
No,
so
I need that right now.
I want that right now.
Yeah.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's made a lot of things in present day society has hindered us from communicating small things. So of course it's hindered us from communicating our feelings. But it does come to knowing who you can trust. Like, I think a lot of times as people, because we desire community so bad, we think that we supposed to have this large group of friends. Like, we supposed to have like 50 people. I need to have 50 people that I can call and tell what I got going on. But when you really think about it, when we get back to the Bible, like, yeah, Jesus had 12 disciples, and out of the 12, he still had 3 people that he confided in. Only 3 people went with him to specific places that he knew God was about to meet him at.
Yep.
He didn't take all 12. If Jesus can't take all 12 of his homies, you can't talk to everybody. Like, you can't. So it's like, and that doesn't mean that these people aren't your friends. Like,
Yeah.
I got friends that I can go here with, and I got friends that I can go here with. And then I got friends that they could go here, and they can go here. But everybody can't go everywhere. And I think in this day and age, it's like, well, if you can't do all of it with me, then we can't be cool. And it's like, that's not true. That's not true, and that's not fair, because
Yeah.
you really do have to meet people where they are. And if you're saying you love somebody, you have to accept them for where they are. Like Adele said, like, I can call her about, I could do my devotional in the morning, and the Holy Spirit could talk to me, and I will leave her a 20-minute voicemail on her phone, like, girl, this is what the Holy Spirit just gave to me and revealed, and I'll be going off. And sometimes, I'll be using some language I shouldn't be using, because sometimes the devil make me mad, and I got to cuss him out. I'm sorry. I told y'all I'm honest. But that same 20-minute voicemail, I could leave her. I probably couldn't leave somebody else. They probably wouldn't even listen to it. They would probably text me back, like, girl, I'm not listening to this. But that's okay. Like, once you get to know people, you get to know, okay, I can talk to this person about this, and I can talk to this person about that, and it's okay. And it also is making sure your people are in the right headspace. Because before I send that 20-minute voicemail, I'd be like, if this is too much, I'm telling you right now, stop listening to it. I say that before I even say anything else, and I do that with a lot of my friends. Like, even if I need to vent to somebody, I'll be like, oh, this really happened, and I need to get this out. But if you're not in the headspace to take this right now, stop listening right now. I'm giving you the opportunity and the freedom to say, oh, no, I can't take this. And send me a text like, girl, I didn't even listen to the whole thing. You said if I couldn't take it, and I can't. And I have to respect that. Sometimes we have an arrogance in believing that, one, we believe, I don't understand why we feel like people have to show up for us the way we show up for them. They're not you. It's not going to work like that. They're not you. God created one you. He created one you. Nobody else is like you. And he might have created you and put you in that person's life because he knew how you were going to show up for them.
Right.
Not so that they could show up for you in return. It doesn't work like that.
Nope.
And just because this person can't show up for me the way I show up for them doesn't mean that somebody else might be able to show up for me in that way. And who's to say that I show up for them in that way? So it's like we have this arrogance in thinking that the world revolves around us, and everybody is here to serve me, and you have to be who I want you to be, and if you're not who I want you to be, then it's over. And it's like, that hinders a lot of things. It hinders people's growth. It hinders people, because then you don't give somebody the opportunity to change. Like, you don't know if that person could change into something else. You stunted their growth, but it's also like you've closed the door to anybody else that God might send you for what you're praying for.
Yeah.
So it's being open and really just knowing who people are, accepting people for who they are, and then setting boundaries. Like, if I can't talk to you about what's going on, that's cool. We can still be friends. I know that I can't come to you about that no more.
Yeah.
I know that we can only go here. We can only go bowling, but we can't go to church.
Yeah. And,
And
got
that's
limits.
fine. You, Tuesday nights, $2 bowling. Me and you, we here. But on Sunday morning, I need somebody that if I fall out, if I start running around, I need somebody who, if I say, hey, can you pray for me real quick? I need to be able to pick up the phone and somebody can do that. And if you can't do that for me, that's fine. That don't mean you're not my friend. That means you're not where I'm at in my walk.
Ooh.
God still loves you.
You're
Jesus
not
still
ready.
died for you. He ain't died for just me. The Bible don't say for God so loved the world for God so loved Asia that he gave his only begotten son. No, he loved the world. He loved everybody. He died for everybody.
better
And that
speak
means
it.
that you're not where I am, and that's fine, because I used to be there.
Talk.
I used to be there.
Talk.
So I'm not saying, oh, well, now you ain't where I'm at, so you need to go figure it out. You need to
Right.
go.
Say
That's
so.
what's wrong with y'all, this generation.
Because you might have figured it out first to help them figure it out.
Boy, I'm about to put
That
it on
part.
the key
Y'all
of E
don't-
That
flat.
part.
Y'all just
That
so
part.
oblivious to that.
Y'all better
understand.
listen to
Y'all
Evangelist.
walking testimony, but y'all
Come
don't
on.
y'all don't understand that.
You
Go
don't
ahead, Avery, you ain't done. I know you ain't
understand.
done.
Come on.
You said what?
I know you're not done.
I know you're not done. And then what else? What else did y'all say? Y'all said some really good stuff. That's why I be
Yeah.
listening.
Yeah.
And then I think what you said, like the word is released. It is, because I feel like sometimes we be praying for a miracle, or we be praying for God to like deliver us for something, or God help us. But we praying that and we look like this, because we carrying all the other stuff that we ain't let go yet. And so we saying, God, give me more, God, help me. And he like,
You ain't released what I'm trying to get you released, and you want to get what you want.
he like, baby, put the stuff down
Put it
first.
down.
Set it down.
Yeah.
Like put it down, and then let's reevaluate what you didn't put down, because you don't need to put everything down, but lay it all out. Let's decide, okay, I'm taking this stuff with me, this stuff I'm leaving. Like, you don't need a big purse. You need the little one that just your phone and lip gloss can fit in, and then you can go to the next place that I'm trying to take you. But a lot of times we holding so much stuff in, and really, it's the enemy. He knows that if you find out that, oh, me letting this stuff go is going to get me to this next place, he knows you would drop that stuff like a bad habit. So he feeds on us, and he feeds on our fear, and he feeds on our mistrust for God, because we all have an area in which we don't trust God in. We all have an area in which we think that we know better, so we hold on to it because we don't feel like God is going to move in that area. And the enemy feeds on that one area, and he'll bring that one thing to your mind constantly, even when you feel like, God, I thought I gave this to you. You didn't, because sometimes that's what we look like. We be like, oh, God, I give it to you. And then when he don't move fast enough, you be like, okay, well, I just take it back then. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
And it's like,
God.
He said, release it. Let it go. Walk away. Close the door. Lock it. Dead bolted. Walk away. Because what I'm trying to give you, that thing can't come with you. And sometimes that thing is people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes that thing is an emotion. Sometimes that thing, it is a vice or something that you're using to, because sometimes we're filling a void with things that we should be feeling it with God. We're going to things like, men, y'all are physical things, but some people, they go to the gym so much that the gym becomes their idol. So now, as soon as something happens, I got to go to the gym. Some people, they idol is weed. As soon as something happens, I got to smoke. As soon as something happens, I got to drink. As soon as something happens, I got to call my friend. She going to have all the answers. No, God is saying, sit still. Don't turn no music on. Don't turn no TV on. Don't call nobody. Don't go nowhere. Sit. Sit in it. Feel it. Think about it. And then I'll tell you what to do. Like, sometimes we don't want to sit still.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't want to take it to God. We want to take everything else, like going back. We think he a 911 operator. We're going to take all the problems to him. But some things, they'd be like, oh, God can't handle that. I need to go somewhere else.
Yep. We find a medium. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
We're going to pray for her. We're going to put the cash up at the bottom. $1 a day could save her.
To hear from you.
Come on.
We need a word from you. What he say? If we don't hear from
I hear you singing. Come on. Put it in the mic. No.
what would we do? Wanting you more. Wanting you
Wanting you more.
Favorite song.
Yeah.
He said, I will be my own choir. Y'all ain't gonna
Yeah,
sing
y'all
with me?
ain't
I
gotta
will
sing
be
it.
my own
That's all I was
choir."
thinking about when she was talking about that, man. Y'all think I'll be playing with, boy, the songs connect. That's how the Lord speak to me. See?
So, yeah, I mean, that was what I had to say.
Evangelist was talking.
I
Not
got one
evangelist.
question for the men.
Yeah.
Or this could be for the women too.
For the
What
peoples.
what is it that will get y'all to actually express? What is there a person? Is there a characteristic? Is there an attitude?
I'm going to be transparent with you.
I was about to say
I'm
nothing.
scared.
I mean, not nothing, but sometimes all some men be needing, or some, particularly myself, is like hugs. So like a hug would get me to like.
You want to be Lil Spoon? You want to be Lil Spoon?
Yeah,
You wanna be Lil Spoon?
I was about to say, do you want a hug?
Yeah. You wanna be
yeah,
Lil
but
Spoon?
it's like that's one thing, and I could say another thing is. I think that's it. It's only hugs. Only hugs can do it.
He said, man,
Or
just
catch
give me
me-
a hug,
like-
bro.
Or catch me in the vulnerable moment.
Yeah.
Because if you don't catch me in the vulnerable moment, after that, it's dead.
Yeah.
So you can either catch me in the vulnerable moment or a hug.
Yeah, one thing I'll say, like I said with my grandfather, like how the Lord be speaking to me, like with my granddad, when I would see him at church, or if I just was with him, he'd be like, Nook, I'm proud of you, Nook. Like, I'm real proud of you, Nook. I'm so glad. I'm just real proud of you. Sometimes we just need to hear that as a man, you know. I'm proud of you.
Right.
Hey, you ain't, we ain't even got to do nothing major, but just, I'm proud of you, man. Hey, I saw you did what you did over there. Hey, man, you changed the life out that light bulb. Hey, that's
You
great.
changed the life out that light bulb.
Yeah,
Literally.
hey, literally.
Light bulb ain't never shine so bright, boy.
Right, but hey, I'm proud, but little stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, my granddad would always be like, Give your granddaddy a hug. Granddad love your son. And, little stuff like that, bro, it's just, for a man, it's just like, all right, cool. I can go on about my day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I got
Something
that.
good happened today.
Yeah, a little something good happened today. And that, you know what I'm saying? But now I got a baby, so my daughter smile. Bro, I told you, bro, she got white noise playing in her brain.
What can make it easier for you to express?
What makes it?
I don't know. Like, it didn't, okay. I don't know. Like, I find myself just like rambling about things, but like when I see like a person is actually trying to understand what I'm saying or like trying to listen to me, then like I just become. I'm gonna start talking about whatever. Like that lets me be comfortable with you. Like, or just random. Like they just said, like a hug a day takes the pain away.
We will be having
the pain
all hug T-shirts will be on
All
sale
hugs.
online.
We're dropping
hug
hug
a day
merch.
will keep the pain away.
Hugs by Peaches. You know what I'm saying?
But no, I don't know. I just talk to anybody about anything, and if you show me that you're not comfortable with that, that's cool too. Like I'll stop. But once I'm really comfortable with a person, I'll talk to you about anything.
Fact, couldn't wait to turn that microphone off.
For me, okay, this is me. Once a person like starts expressing themselves to me, then I'll be like, okay, I'm more open to tell them or talk to them, because like that boy said, like Dexter said, rooms have vents. So once you telling your business, then I'm gonna tell my business. But seriously, like because often people do get comfortable with me to the point of more than I thought they were comfortable with me, and they just start trauma dumping or like sharing, and I'm like, oh, I didn't think we were there as friends. I didn't think we were there. Like I didn't think, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind it. Don't get me wrong. That's social worker me. I don't mind it, and I'm glad that I made you feel comfortable and welcoming to share that with me. But once they start sharing with me, and I also take it as, once they start doing that, I also take it as, well, maybe this is my time to share with them and make them feel even more comfortable, because maybe it will help them or what I tell them. But once you start sharing with me, then I'll start sharing. Or maybe I feel it in my spirit that it's right for me to share, because it's the reason that I'm feeling it's right for me to share. You know what I'm saying? So just being open with me, or when I feel it like I need to share this, or I need to, express this, I would say. Janae?
Right, you just gonna skip over? Okay, well, what would make it easier? I think, like I said, like knowing who you can talk to about certain things makes it easier for you to talk about things. So I know, like, again, like if I have a revelation about something, or just anything about God, I have, including Adele, I have a few friends that I could go and talk to about it. I know that if I'm angry about something, I'm not calling her, because she's gonna amp it up, and then she gonna like pull that part of me that I gave to the Lord, that like real belligerent, I want to fight somebody part. She's gonna pull that out. She's gonna tell her to come out and play. So I don't call her when people make me upset, because you gotta know who you can call in certain situations. So I think that's what it is. Like, I think as women, this is just my opinion, what we could do to help men, sometimes we need to shut up.
Just shut up.
Shut up.
Y'all need to say it
Take
sometimes.
the spirit of shut up and let it fall upon you and shut up. Sometimes as women, we have the spirit of thinking that we know everything, and we don't. And that's something I've had to learn from myself. And then, like, especially when it is somebody like in a partner type of relationship, like, we just want to help you. Like, we just want you to see what I see. And sometimes it don't work like that. Like, sometimes as men, y'all are natural problem solvers. So most of the time, one, y'all not gonna come to a woman with a problem because you feel like this is my job to solve it, not yours. Two, when you do come with a problem, it's like, I'm coming just to like say how I feel about it. And that's how I feel sometimes. Like, I'm coming to people just to say how I feel about it. I'm not looking for a solution. Like, I kind of probably already figured it out, and I might figure it out like as I'm talking to you about it. I really just need to get this out. I'm tired of balling it up. Sometimes it make me mad when I start talking to people and then they just start giving me solutions, because sometimes your solution don't align with me.
Right.
Like sometimes the stuff you be telling me I don't really agree with.
Yeah.
And then people get mad when you don't do what they told you to do, and it's like, well, I didn't really say I was gonna do it. I
Right.
just appreciate it.
I wanted you to
The
listen.
the suggestion. The suggestion was very
And that's
nice.
exactly what it was, a suggestion.
Yeah, yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
the answer.
Yeah.
It's optional.
not the answer.
It wasn't required. It was optional.
Right.
Dex.
That's answered already.
Oh, my B.
Yeah, it's Adelaide's turn.
What could be easier for me? I think, like Jira said, I think if you start by expressing yourself first and you trust me, then I feel like in return I can trust you. It's kind of what I did with Asia. Like, well, me and
This
Asia
is new
started-
information. I didn't know
Me and
that.
Asia, me and Asia started off in a group chat. Right, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Asia, we started off in a group chat,
I'm scared.
and
Yeah.
we was getting our life together then.
And
And then Asia went on ahead and told me,
I mean, we done already got out here, so.
Yeah. Bloopers.
it's okay. Anyways, Asia.
Y'all see, I didn't give no
Yeah,
answer.
yeah,
She
yeah.
said, it's okay.
Yeah.
Asia, I'm not gonna go all into it. Asia, what's the word I'm trying to use?
Take your time.
Asia pushed me to be more spiritual. Okay, Asia set an example, right?
Oh, you talking about when I
left.
fasted.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of stuff she did. Asia left the group chat first, right?
It
I-
wasn't
I
giving
should've-
glory to God.
I should have left when she
Praise
left,
him.
but I
It
was
wasn't
being
giving him
hard headed,
glory.
and during that time, I was still in there. I just felt like my life just wasn't together. So then I left, right? So then we was both out of the group chat, and we talked about it, and then we realized we're kind of one of accord. Like, we're both trying to get ourselves together. We're trying to build this relationship. How about we do this together? And that, I feel like, is how we kind of got this bond that we have now.
Yeah.
Because, like,
It's beautiful.
she's kind of like one of my persons now. You know how you have, like, people? I have, like, my best friend. She's in North Carolina, but she's not here, tangible. So I have somebody here, tangible, I can go, out to eat with, and we can talk about the Lord. Find you somebody to talk about the Lord with.
Baby, ain't no feeling like that.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God, because
Talking about everything else is cool. Talk about Instagram, other people's business. That's fun and all, but ooh, go to the club with everybody you want to. But when you can
Our
talk to God,
God.
when you can talk about God to
Come on.
somebody,
that's,
like, and they not
Another
look at,
type of friendship.
that,
man.
and they don't look at you like, oh.
Yeah.
and they're not confused, and they're not questioning
They don't know
you.
what to say.
Well, you be like, well, the Holy Spirit said to me. They be like,
What?
the Holy Spirit said
You talk
to
to
you.
ghosts, dude. You talk to ghosts.
They be like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I
Yeah.
think that's how I built that bond with her. I think that's kind of like how I did it with my best friend. I think that really, it was kind of hard for me at first because, like Asian, I'm not really good at expressing myself either. Like, I'm not really the best.
I've known Adele for 3 years, and she is just now telling me that she loves me. If that's not enough
Yeah.
proof for you, I don't know what is.
I'm not good at expressing myself. I'm not good at expressing my emotions. And it's because I'm not, my parents raised me perfect, guys. Well, not perfect, but they raised me good. But I felt like when I was growing up, there was never really a chance for me to always open up. Because it's kind of like, I'm the parent, and you're going to listen, and this is what it's going to be.
Yeah.
So it's never like a chance for me to, like,
Well,
open up.
I don't. It would be like, I'm saying, like, this is how it's going to be. You
Yeah,
can't
and then
say,
and
like,
you can't be like,
I don't really agree with that.
Right. It was kind of, I dare you to
That-
say
that's
something.
when you-
Disrespectful.
Yeah. disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
And so,
Well,
like,
the way I view it,
Stay in the
it was
child's
never,
place.
Right.
Yeah.
There was never a chance for me to, like, express. So now when, like, people talk to me, I'm like, can I say what I want to say? Like, and then sometimes I do get scared to express myself because I'm scared of the response or the reaction that I get after it.
Right.
So a lot of times I just won't say nothing at all.
Yeah.
I have a whole box of emotions that I want to this just recently happened to me, that I just have to, like, get out. But I'm just scared of the response that the person's going to give me. So I won't say it. And then here I am, like y'all, bottled up emotions. And then I realized, I'm like, Adele, you have to just release it. Whether you talk to her about it, whether you talk to Jara about it, whether you talk to Deja about it, whether you just tell the person yourself. Get it out. Like, because if not, you're going to be sitting there, anxiety level's going to be high as kite. That's how I was. Anxiety was crazy until I got it out.
You
So I
gotta
think,
let it
you know,
out.
finding somebody who's in the same predicament, who can understand, you know, something like that. That's how I.
Good job, guys. Good
That was
job.
beautiful.
All right.
All right, guys. How y'all think that went? Good.
I think it was
It's
good.
very beautiful.
Magnificent. The Black
Very
Box is
great
Black
conversation.
Y'all did good.
2024 started off great for us.
Thank
Yeah.
y'all for sharing. Y'all did amazing. Of course, 2024. Y'all better be looking out for us.
And I
Yeah.
want to thank our guests for coming. Open and honest.
Thank
I really
y'all for
appreciate her.
having me.
She's have to come back.
Yeah,
Yes.
spin back,
Has to come
spin
back.
back,
Yes,
spin the
has to.
block.
You have to come back. But we appreciate you. Token of love.
Token of love.
Oh my God. Y'all got that on camera. Okay.
Yes.
I wouldn't wash that arm for like the next couple
I know,
weeks.
right?
She's not
Not-
infection.
It might never happen again.
May never happen
y'all
again.
Thanks for tuning in to the episode of the Blackest Box You Know, the Black Box Podcast. Please like, share, and comment. Let us know the trending topics you would like to discuss. Also, let us know if you would like to sponsor us. In return, we will promote and feature your business, brand, or company in our upcoming videos. Stay tuned for more coming from the Black Box.
Box
out! Hey,
Thanks
Dex.
for tuning in to today's episode of the Black Box Podcast. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Be sure to like, comment, and share our posts and look out for new posts every first and third Saturday of each month. Boxed out!